the ground floor, the President and the First Lady are inspecting the radiology and X-ray room, which hosts the artificial intelligence-capable X-ray machine. And the President and First Lady are inspecting that 120 slice computed tomography scan. The CT scan is integrated to a radiology information system that can provide real-time images and information of ongoing procedures.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. and First Lady Louise Araneta-Marcos.
Dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo ayos ang mga dapat ayusin.
We may now be seated. Good morning. We are gathered here today in celebration of the inauguration of the DOH-JBL Children's Medical Center. To formally begin our program, may we call on the President and CEO of Clark Development Corporation, Attorney Agnes De Venadera, for the welcome remarks.
Sorry, wala kaming ganito eh. Mr. President, His Excellency Bongbong Romualdez Marcos Jr. And of course, our First Lady, Lisa Araneta-Marcos, all our guests, dear friends, good morning or good noon. Today we are not just inaugurating a project. We are inaugurating a legacy project. And it's not just a legacy project, it is a generational legacy project. Because if we recall, back in the Quezon City Memorial Circle, there are specialty hospitals that were established and taken care of and funded by the former President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. And of course, First Lady Imelda was very much instrumental in having this. And now, fast forward, we have another Ferdinand R. Marcos, this time Jr., who also believe that there should be projects, the healthcare of our people should be foremost in our minds. We are not just asking people to come and invest. Our president also believes that without taking care of the human resources of our people, investments will not matter at all. And so today, this is what we have. The first of several, we are having the Children's Specialty Hospital, and soon, as we heard, there will be others. One is already going up, 60% it's done, and almost 80% will be done. And the next two buildings for the Heart Center and the Cancer Institute, we shall also be having them. And so, in this collaboration, this would not have been made possible if we don't have the funds. Of course, paano tatayo ito? So, thank you very much, Mr. Ricky Rason, the first trillionaire of the Philippines. Dadami pa yung ibibigay trillionaire na eh. And of course, marami na hong darating pa. And of course, we have our orchestrator, Mr. President, our chairman of PAGCOR. Lahat ho pinakialaman niya. Pati ho kung saan ilalagay ang mga halaman. And hindi ko na alam kung doktor din siya. So, lahat ho yan, pati ho yung cleaners, pati kung paano. So, all this who are with us, and of course, the Department of Health, of course, our local officials, of course, my CDC officials, Mr. President, we provided the land. It's almost 5 hectares, but it's 4.8, so almost. And we are also, thank you to my board especially, and to management, we are also, Mr. President, appropriating some amount to complete the commercial building here and the medical arts building for our doctors. So it is in the spirit of this collaboration. And by the way, thank you very much for those who have been to the casinos. Part of the funds that you spent there, you find it here now. So, some more. Some more. So, thank you very much. And it is in the spirit of this collaboration, Mr. President, that we would welcome you to Clark. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Attorney De Banadera. Now, may we please invite you to direct your attention to the LED screens to witness an audiovisual presentation on the DOH-JBL Children's Medical Center. Every child deserves access to quality healthcare regardless of where they live. Guided by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s vision, the government launched specialty centers across the regions. As Phase 1 of the Clark Multi-Specialty Center project, the DOH-JBL Children's Medical Center brings world-class pediatric healthcare closer to Filipino families.
Magtatayo tayo ng dagdag na mga health center at ospital. But beyond the issues that the pandemic has brought, the need for a stronger healthcare system is self-evident. We must bring services, medical services to the people and not wait for them to come to our hospitals and healthcare centers. Maliwanag na hindi lamang dapat dito lamang sa National Capital Region, kundi maging sa ibang parte ng bansa, kailangan magdagdag ng ganitong uri ng mga pagamutan. Bukod dito, upang mailapit natin ang healthcare system sa taong bayan nang hindi sila kailangang pumunta sa sentro ng kanilang bayan, lalawigan o region, ay maglalagay tayo ng mga clinic, mga
From this national vision came a bold concept, a dedicated pediatric specialty hospital designed to redefine healthcare for children in Central Luzon. Every detail was carefully planned, combining innovation, sustainability, and modern
CMSMC is not only part of the State of the Nation Address priorities that I laid out last year, but is also a very important component of the administration's health facility enhancement program.
The journey found its home within the vibrant Clark Freeport Zone. Situated along Prince Malakas Avenue, this future center of pediatric excellence will rise on a strategically located 4.85-hectare property, providing accessibility while supporting future expansion and innovation. On November 7, 2023, history was made. Through a landmark memorandum of agreement, the Clark Development Corporation granted a perpetual usufruct over the property, securing the future home of the DOH-JBL Children's Medical Center. This remarkable milestone was further strengthened by a 1 billion peso construction commitment from the Bloomberry Cultural Foundation, alongside 500 million pesos worth of advanced medical equipment from the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation or PAGCOR. Together, these partnerships lay the foundation for a world-class institution dedicated to children's health. Soon after, the groundbreaking ceremony marked the beginning of a new chapter. More than breaking ground, it symbolized hope. Hope for better healthcare, hope for stronger communities, and hope for every Filipino child whose future depends on timely access to specialized medical care. The vision steadily rose into reality, built with precision, resilience, and purpose. Every stage of construction reflects the nation's unwavering commitment to providing world-class pediatric health care. As the structure neared completion, the hospital began receiving its most vital components: advanced diagnostic systems, modern operating theaters, specialized pediatric equipment, every technology carefully installed to ensure that every child receives the highest standard of care from the very first day of operation. Excellence is built on quality, safety, and compliance. After meeting the Department of Health's rigorous standards, the DOH-JBL Children's Medical Center was granted its license to operate, marking its readiness to provide safe, world-class pediatric healthcare for every Filipino child. Beyond advanced facilities lies our greatest commitment: accessible healthcare for every Filipino child. Through the Zero Balance Billing Program, eligible patients can receive quality medical care without the burden of hospital expenses, because every child deserves the chance to heal, and every family deserves hope. From a national vision to an extraordinary partnership, from a blueprint to a beacon of hope, the DOH-JBL Children's Medical Center stands as a symbol of compassion, innovation, and the unwavering commitment of the Philippine government to every Filipino child. Together, we are building not just a hospital, we are building healthier futures.
Sa ating pagtahak sa kaunlaran, walang mamamayang Pilipino ang maiiwanan. Para sa atin, ang bawat buhay ay mahalaga. Anuman ang edad, kasarian, pangkat, relihiyon o pisikal na kondisyon, sila ay kukupkupin at tutulungan.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it a big round of applause. And now, may we request Bloomberry Resorts and Hotels Incorporated Chairman and CEO Enrique Razon Jr. for his message.
Your Excellency, President Ferdinand R. First Lady Louise Araneta-Marcos, Chairman Alejandro Tenco, it is my pleasure, distinguished guests, it is my pleasure and honor, together with PAGCOR, to present the Jose B. Lingad Children's Medical Center. This hospital will serve the healthcare needs of children throughout the vast and rapidly growing Central Luzon region. We went to work on this hospital after the President identified the need for this type of hospitals in the region outside of National Capital Region. As you may recall, the President led the groundbreaking ceremony on July 10, 2024. I am pleased to say that the project was completed in less than 2 years. This is a clear example of a successful collaboration between the private sector and the government, proving this is a model that should be pursued for national development. We thank all concerned who made this endeavor a success, completing it ahead of time and within budget. This is not a business venture. It is a contribution to our nation's development and, more importantly, a worthwhile investment in the future. Thank you and congratulations to everyone who made this possible.
Thank you, Mr. Razon. And now, to deliver his message, may we call on stage PAGCOR Chairman Alejandro Tenco.
His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., First Lady Louise Araneta-Marcos, Chairman of the Bloomberry Cultural Foundation, Inc., Mr. Enrique Razon, fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Today, we witness a defining milestone in our nation's healthcare journey with the inauguration of the Jose B. Lingad Children's Medical Center, the first phase of the Clark Multi-Specialty Medical Center. This milestone reflects our shared commitment to bringing specialized, world-class medical care closer to the Filipino people. Sa mga susunod pang taon, ang Clark Multi-Specialty Medical Center ay magiging isang world-class medical complex na magbibigay ng special services sa pediatrics, na meron na tayo ngayon, kidney care, cardiovascular medicine, at oncology. Today, we are not simply inaugurating a health facility, but we are witnessing the fulfillment of a promise. Ito po ay ang pangako ng ating Pangulo na palawakin ang access sa specialized healthcare plan para sa higit na nangangailangan alinsunod sa kanyang mungkahi na isulong ang universal healthcare. Nais ng Pangulo na tiyaking hindi na kailangan maglakbay pa ng malayo ang ating mga kababayan para lamang makatanggap ng dekalidad na serbisyong medikal. This project also stands proof that when government and the private sector work together with a shared vision, we can accomplish extraordinary things. Sa ngalan po ng Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation, taos-pusong pasasalamat kay Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. at sa lahat ng mga tumulong upang maisakatuparan ang proyektong ito. Sa Bloomberry Cultural Foundation, sa pangunguna ni Chairman Enrique Razon Jr., sa kanilang napakalaking kontribusyon sa pagtatayo ng ospital na ito. Palakpakan po natin siya. Hindi po nagdalawang isip si Ginoong Razon at ang kanyang Vice Chairman na si Ginoong Donato Almeda nung ako po ay nagpunta sa kanya para ipresenta ang proyektong ito. Ang inyong malasakit ay malinaw na halimbawa kung papaano nagiging katuwang ng pamahalaan ang pribadong sektor sa pagpapabuti ng buhay ng ating mga kababayan. Maraming salamat din sa Clark Development Corporation, kay Pangulong Agnes de Banadera. At nung pinuntahan ko po siya, sabihin kong hihiling ako na magkaroon ng lupa. pa ito'y, sabi niya, world class ang dinisign at nakikita naman natin ito. Maraming salamat din sa pamahalang panlalawigan ng Pampanga na pinangungunahan ni Governor Nanay Baby Pineda. At lalo't higit pa sa Jose B. Lingad General Hospital sa pangunguna ni Doktora Montserrat Chichoco sapagkat siya po ang naging katuwang ko sa pagkukulit sa lahat ng tao nang matapos ito ng maayos. Makakaasa po kayo that PAGCOR will remain a committed partner of this administration in delivering programs that improve the lives of our people to help build a better, healthier, stronger, and more compassionate bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po muli. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, Chairman Tenco. At this point, to introduce our guest of honor, may we call on DOH Secretary Jose Pujalde Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you very much, our Health Secretary, Secretary Briggs Pujalde Jr., the Public Works and Highways Secretary, Vince Dizon, Clark Development Corporation President and CEO Agnes de Benadera, PAGCOR Chairman Alejandro Tenco, and of course our benefactor, Bloomberry Resorts and Hotel Incorporated Chairman and CEO Enrique Razon Jr., Pampanga First District Representative Carmelo Lasatin Jr., and another one of the strong proponents of this entire project, our governor of the Pampanga Provincial Governor, Nanay Pineda, and other officials from the local government units. Medical Center Chief Dr. Montserrat Chichoco, and all our partners from the health and of course from the private sector. Of course, First Lady Louise Araneta-Marcos, fellow workers in government, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, magandang tanghali po sa inyo lahat. 3 years ago, in July of 2023, we gathered together here in Clark to mark the beginning of what was then an ambitious vision called the Clark Multi-Specialty Medical Center. On what was once an empty lot, we built something for our children that can help them grow into healthy adults strong enough to carry our country forward. In 2020, only half of Filipinos could access primary health care within 30 minutes, a reminder of the gaps that remained in our healthcare system. It was more challenging for patients requiring specialized medical treatment, often available only in the metropolitan areas and many times only in the national capital region. Parents, for example, had to find money for food, for travel, for lodging. They had to leave work to be away from their families, endure the fear and uncertainty that every parent knows when a child is ill. That's why I have directed the establishment of regional specialty hospitals across the country to improve the overall healthcare system nationwide. I also directed the relevant agencies to ensure the timely completion of the Clark Multi-Specialty Medical Center. Today, we have progressed towards that vision with the completion of the first phase of the Clark Multi-Specialty Medical Center. This state-of-the-art pediatric facility will provide free, high-quality care for children and families from regions 1, 2, and 3, and other neighboring areas as well. Next week, on the 1st of August, this hospital will open its doors to patients, making specialized pediatric services accessible to more communities. More importantly, it will bring hope and relief to countless Filipino families. This is only the beginning. After this medical center, more modern facilities will rise within the Clark Specialty Medical Center complex, such as the Renal Center, the Cardiovascular Center, and the Cancer Center. And of course, we are working to bring down out-of-pocket expenses through our program, the Zero Balance Billing. Here in this hospital, I am happy to announce that the Zero Balance Billing program will certainly continue.
Ayan. Yes po, tapunan mismo ng Pangulong Marcos Jr. ngayong araw sa Radyanes, July 24. Tapunan mismo ng Pangulo ng Department of Health Lingad Memorial Center sa Pampanga at atamin natin na nakapaglan mismo ng Pangulo sa mga pinag-region, si Regions 1, 2, at 3. Papatuloy pa rin na ang Zero Billing Bill na program ng pamahalaan ng Pangulo sa mga pasyente sa ospital. Alam po natin yan sila po sa Pampanga. Ako si Alan Sige, Radyo Pilipinas, Radyo Publiko.